Hi, welcome to this episode of Grow 90, and today we're looking at generational patterns. I'm pretty sure you heard about it, but have you taken the time to confront your own bloodline and be sure that everything that is not looking like the covenant that you have with God is no longer in play in your life? In Genesis 20 and Genesis 26, we see two very funny stories. I consider them funny. Abraham goes over to this land, and the name of the king is Abimelech. Like a throne, the way you have Pharaoh, the way you have the president of Nigeria, because across generations they can't be the same king. So you already would know that that's the name of the crown king of that land. It's called Abimelech. So this day we see Abimelech take Princess Sarah, a beautiful old woman, to be his wife. He asked Abraham. And Abraham said, no, she's my sister. He already planned with Sarah to tell the king, if anybody asked anyway, to tell them that, oh, don't worry, he's my brother, so you can kind of have Sarah to wife. But like we said the other time, God comes in with mercy, saves Abimelech from laying with Sarah, and restores Sarah back to Abraham. Years later, Isaac is back in that same land. And the king on the throne, Abimelech, desires Rebecca. And then he takes Rebecca for wife in his heart. But then he's waiting to make the move. He comes up one day and finds Isaac and Rebecca smooching. And he goes, so why didn't you tell me she's a sister? He's angry about it because I already planned I was going to come for this girl. That's so annoying. Why did you lie to me? Isaac said, I was afraid if I say she's my wife, you're going to kill me to have her. I mean, the women in our genealogy, they are so beautiful. But in as much as we look at the interesting side of the story, there's something underlining that we need to pay attention to. And that is a pattern. What are the odds that a father and a son will do the same thing, given the same circumstance? Some of us don't like our parents. We don't like their behavior. We don't like their choices. We don't like how they responded or how they interacted with people, the choices they've made in situations. But years down the line, you find yourself there and you realize, I'm acting like my mother. I'm responding like my father. I'm making choices like this uncle I didn't like. I condemn this person, but I'm doing the same thing. Because, oh well, they're my relative. I didn't like it, but I'm doing the same thing. It just tells that there is something in the bloodline you should watch. How do you respond when you notice something in your bloodline? For some people, it is they can't keep a marriage. For some, they're not good mothers or they're not good fathers. For some, maybe alcoholism. At some point, it just shows up. Alcoholic addiction just shows up in the bloodline. Too many things. And then they're wondering, but I'm a Christian. I'm coming to church. I'm paying my tithes. I'm giving to God. Why is this happening? Demons don't leave until they are confronted. They can go to church with you and be okay, because they have an area of your life where they are willing to oppress you because of ignorance. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. I want you to pay attention to what you found as a pattern. And if you're already someone who has a working relationship with God, go and ask the Lord, because sometimes there's no one formula to all. Someone says, okay, do a 7-day fast and pray. It might not work. Yeah. And you may have done it before, it didn't work. That's because it might not be the key to dealing with that particular pattern. So if you have to do a fast, let it be a fast asking the Lord, what do I need to do to break out of this? My mother struggled with this. I'm struggling with it. My father struggled with this. I don't want this to happen with my children. What do I need to do? And if I have a relationship with the Lord, he will tell you, he will show you, maybe in a book, maybe in a message, maybe in the next message I will preach, anything at all. He could just bring up a YouTube video and that would be the solution. But if you're seeking deliverance actively, you will find it. That's what I'm trying to say. Acknowledge that thing is there. Don't shove it off. Don't say, oh yeah, I'll grow it. Oh, let me keep going to Bible study. You can read out the Bible and that thing will still be there, because it's no longer a natural thing. There is a supernatural being powering that bondage. And the Bible says, he the Son sets free is free indeed. So why don't you go claim the freedom that God has already given to you by asking the Lord, what is the formula to deal with this? I want to invite you to our prayer meeting tonight at 12 midnight Nigerian time, 11 p.m. UK time or GMT. Come pray with us tonight. We'll be handling that. God bless you.